This video is to go to show you that even the people that you follow that you think will be here for the long run can change. They might not be around. They may just take a bag from you and then dip when the going gets hard. Back in January of 2022, I created this video. So January 2022, best NFT YouTubers you need to follow. We're gonna have a look at them and see where they are and what's actually been happening in the bear market. So let's get into it. So first off in this video, we've got Amir Hussain. Now, I am friends with Amir. I'm friends with most of the guys on this list. Looking at Amir's channel, he has still been putting out some content. So you can see here, around a month ago, he put out something, then 3 months ago. So there was a bit of a lull. So you've got like 9 months ago, but overall, he has actually been putting out some content, which is good. He hasn't completely abandoned the NFT space. Now, next up on the list is Crypto Gorilla. So we're gonna jump in and have a look and see what he's been doing. Now look, no surprise here, if you've been in the space and watching content, you can see that he is still going absolutely ham. So you got sort of 3 days ago, 4 days ago, 8 days ago, 9 days ago, 2 weeks ago. Gorilla's here, he's posting day in, day out on YouTube and on X. So Gorilla is still here. Now, another one that pops up right now is NFT Pastor. So I absolutely, I covered him when he was at 5K. I think he's like absolutely boosted from here, but let's check and see what Pastor's been doing. I absolutely love Pastor. Pastor is another Australian. So I like to support Australians and that are creating content. So we can see Pastor here, he's got almost 10,000 subscribers. And then with the videos that he's been putting up, so you've got 4 months ago, 5 months ago, and it actually looks like he has completely revamped his content because he's only got sort of 3 videos on here. Now, the reason that I liked Pastor in the beginning, and you can actually kind of see it in this video, it's a little bit hard to see, but yeah, he was uploading essentially daily content, going absolutely ham and absolutely crazy. So I respected his grind. His upload content was just straight chaotic. So I'm excited to see Pastor put out more stuff. Next up on the list, we've got Dante Walker. Now, Dante, he has a crypto channel and an NFT channel. I was on his channel. I was on a couple of spaces with him as well. And we can see with Dante, sort of 2 months ago, 4 months ago, still posting bits and pieces here and there. And I do know that, and he's got 13K subs. So Dante's still active. He's still around in the space, hasn't completely dipped, which is cool. But with Dante, I know that he had some issues with his channel as well when it comes to monetization and sort of getting stuff taken down. So hopefully that is all sorted for him. And then next up, we've got Bento Boy. Now, Bento was absolutely blowing up and going absolutely crazy. So let's see what he's been doing and how active he's been in the space. When we have a look at his content though, sadly, it has been a long time since he's put anything up. So the last NFT content was 10 months ago. And then after that, it was actually 9 months ago, which was AI content. So it looks like he transitioned a little bit over. Other than that, he was posting very regularly, I think 2 or 3 times a week. So he was going absolutely crazy and ham. But yeah, so it's going to be coming up to a year since his last NFT content, which is a little bit sad because I kind of like Bento Boy. Next up, we're going to be having a look at Kosher Plug to see what he's been doing and how he's been traveling in the bear market. Now, when you land on his page, you can see right here, it says AI, business, and finance. It looks like, so last thing was AI content around 3 months ago. NFT content was, 11 months ago. Then after that, he's just transitioned completely to AI content. So at the moment, it looks like Kosher has just absolutely kind of left NFT space in the bear market and transitioned. And this would also be related to WGMI, because if you follow them on so like Instagram and TikTok, you'll see that WGMI media is very much based on what is happening in the AI space. So it looks like Kosher has dipped on the sort of YouTube front when it comes to NFTs in the bear market. Next up, we've got Matt's Crypto. Now, when it comes to Matt's channel, he's got 110,000 subscribers, but when it comes to NFT based stuff, he's really leaning into the crypto aspect. So you've got he's speaking about FTX here. He's got the Mega Bull himself, Michael Saylor, a video there, and then after that a bunch of other kind of things about airdrops, bits and pieces here and there. So it looks like he's steered away from NFT content and gone a bit into sort of crypto content and finance content, which you've got to respect the hustle. Now, next up, this is one of my favorite content creators. It is John Carlo. Now, what has John Carlo been doing? Now, if you're keeping up with NFTs in any way, shape, or form, you know who John Carlo is. He's absolutely killing it. But you can see here, John Carlo is still putting up NFT content and what is actually happening in the space. And I really respect this grind and hustle. It has been a little bit sort of dry, but with his upload schedule, because you go 9 months ago, 8 months ago, but he has been active. But I will say that his newsletter is absolutely fire. So he is very much day in, day out making NFT content, but you're just not seeing as much of it on YouTube because the newsletter is absolutely fire. I love reading it every single day. So big shout out to John Carlo. Next up is Ryan D, the big man himself. And in this video, you can kind of see here that Ryan D really didn't have his face in his thumbnails, because I think he decided to sort of not necessarily dox himself, but really kind of put his face on camera once we got to the end of sort of November, December of 2021. And where Ryan D is right now is in the thick of it, absolutely putting up a whole bunch of content. Now, he is leaning into the crypto part of Ryan D Crypto, speaking about crypto, but also speaking about what is going on in the, I'm going to call it Web3 space. So he is speaking about what NFT people are speaking about when it comes to friend tech, things like that. But yeah, so in terms of like NFT content, you can see here, new Meta, this is 11 days ago. He's still keeping up a very good schedule of content. So Ryan D is not disappearing whatsoever. I love listening to Ryan. I think looking at Ryan when you hear him speak, but then when you kind of see him when he's in a server or something, he's like really funny, really degenerate. Ryan's an absolute boss. Now, next up in the video, I actually put in Nicky G. I don't know, I like, he just started creating some content like that week when I put this out, and I'm a big fan of Nicky G with what he had actually done in the space up until that point in time, but I don't actually know if he actually put in more work, content work, because he was doing a lot of stuff with his brand. But when we go in and have a look at his videos, yeah, it's been years since he's uploaded, but I do believe he's still active. I still see him active on Twitter, still doing a whole bunch of stuff, but when it comes to YouTube, not so much. Now, next up, we've got NFTverse. Now, the Angel, NFTverse, I've actually done a video, and I'll actually link it up here about what actually happened to him. But essentially, if you haven't kept up, NFTverse just basically disappeared from the face of the earth when it comes to sort of crypto and NFTs. Now, I did a video on it breaking that down. Now, he was absolutely just a monster in the space. We've got almost 140,000 subscribers, so absolutely killing it. But then with his content, it's been years, like literally years since he's like put up some content, so he hasn't been active. Now, I did do a bit of a deep dive. He isn't dead, he is alive. I found like when I put up that video there, some people ended up DMing me what they believe to be his LinkedIn account and all of that. So he is still alive and well. He just seemed to dip on the space. So NFTverse is no more. He just absolutely dipped when we got to the bear market. So yeah, that's no good. Now, next up, we've got the Brett Malinowski. Now, this guy pretty much got a lot of people into trading NFTs, but also content creators when it came to NFTs. And what's Brett doing right now? His subscribers have absolutely blown up and gone crazy, but this was off the back of AI content. Now, Brett has basically transitioned away from sort of crypto NFTs and gone very much the business finance route, and then also a lot of AI content. And you can see here a lot of his AI content that popped off are just these ones here. You can see 1.4 million views. That's what really happened. 1.8 million views. A lot of this AI content popped off, and he realized that there was a market there. And then along with WGMI Media, that's what ended up happening with creating this content, which is more geared towards finance, business, AI content, things like that. So when it comes to Brett here, it looks like he has dipped completely from creating content around NFTs and crypto overall. Now, the last guy on the list, and I recently just had a conversation with him about content, it is Cade Bergman. Now, Cade has been like, for the most part, he had been creating a stupid amount of content for a long period of time, and he eventually got to a point where he just needed to take a break from the space because he was going absolutely nuts, releasing multiple bits of content on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts. Like, this guy was going absolutely ham. Like, you can see here, when you look at the amount of videos he's put up, 1.5 to 1,500 videos, absolutely nuts, absolutely crazy. Now, Cade, even though it looks like he has kind of dropped off, you can see here that he was putting in a lot of work when it came to NFT content, especially going into the bear market. He was essentially going daily content, which was just nuts, and I really appreciated the hustle. But overall, he kind of got a little bit down and just needed to kind of step back, take a break. Had a chat with him about content creation and a way to kind of rejig that, rework that. But Cade's still active, still see him on Twitter, on X, and he will continue to make content. I have no doubt it's just one of those things where after sort of 2 years of daily content, it really does get hard, especially when you take into account the post-production and all of that. So that is a look and a recap at where the people are that I spoke about a year, coming up to 2 years ago. Now, why did I want to make this video? This video is to go to show you that even the people that you follow that you think will be here for the long run, because I made a video on them, I thought they were going to stick around, can change. They might not be around. They might not continue what they're actually doing in the space. So please keep that in mind. One of the reasons that I'm creating content even in the bear market, and I notice it like with Gorilla, with Ryan D, and a bunch of other guys, especially on YouTube, is it's also the receipts. It's showing you that you're here, that you're with people when the money might not be here, when the hype's not here. So be careful about the people that you watch, about the people that you follow, because they may just take a bag from you and then dip when the going gets hard. But I'm still here. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this trip down memory lane. If you did, go down there, hit that subscribe button, hit a like, tell me what content creator you would like me to kind of have a look at. I've actually got a video coming up which is going to be based on a few content creators that did raise some money and did essentially rug and leave. So that's going to be a bit of a fun one. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed watching this video. I enjoyed making it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.